Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Tappan Street Gym on the campus of Brookline High School in Brookline, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school JV boys volleyball contest between the visiting Tigers of Newton North High School and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. But for this one, we got a special treat for you guys, as I'm actually not going to be running play-by-play this time. Those of you who watched our coverage of the last JV match against Natick, you should be familiar with this voice, as he did one set of play-by-play for that match. He's going to do the entire match play-by-play this time. Give it up for Brookline High freshman Sam Lowenstein. Sam, the show is yours.
Thanks for having me on again, Jesse. Brookline taking on Newton North. The last time these two teams played Brookline, they did lose, but they played their JV2 team in 2 out of the 3 sets. Brookline won the first set when they played their JV1 team, and still a lot of potential shown in that game. The JV2 team barely losing one of the sets, only 26-24.
Absolutely. This should be a good one here today. And folks, we remind you as always, if you end up enjoying this live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and leave any comments that you would like to leave either in the live chat here on YouTube or send me an email. You can see my email in the bottom right corner of your screen. And Sam, as the play-by-play guy, why don't you read out the... We weren't able to get the Newton North JV roster, unfortunately, folks, so we'll just be narrating them by jersey number, but we do have the Brookline JV roster. Sam, give it to us.
Well, for Brookline, first, number 2, Merrick Steen. Number 8, Matt Rosales, one of the co-captains for the team. Number 11, Ben Zoe, a sophomore. And then number 14, Henry Perdue, a junior. Number 22, Jack Castro, a sophomore. Number 24, Will Kiger, a freshman. Number 25, Ivan Epworth, a sophomore. Number 27, Max Wong, a freshman. Number 30, Ryan Chang, a sophomore. Number 36, Jed O'Donnell, a junior. Number 46, Henry White, a sophomore. Number 86, Noah Martin. And finally, number 88, Luis Suarez, a freshman.
Indeed. So should see quite the show from them. Those of you who watched my live stream of their JV match on Tuesday at Needham, you know Brookline was able to take care of business in that one, winning 2-0. Will Kiger with a strong performance in that one, 9 kills and 2 service aces. Henry White strong out of the middle with 4 kills and 4 blocks. Ben Zoe played basically only in the first set, but came on in a clutch situation in the second set as Brookline was on the verge of blowing a big lead at the end to the Rockets. They subbed in Ben Zoe, and the first point he played, he got the match-winning kill in that one, finished the day with 3 kills and 3 aces. So we'll see what kind of performance these guys have in store for us today. You know, as Sam mentioned, last time they faced off, they did sort of a interesting kind of combo meal between JV1 and JV2, with JV1 handily winning that first set before subbing out for JV2, as the JV2 team hadn't gotten a lot of chances to play at that point in the season. This time we're just getting JV1, so we'll have a little bit more consistent performance than the last time they faced Newton North. And we'll see how this plays out as the teams huddling up before we get this one started. All right, so Sam, looks like the starters coming out now. Who do you see amongst the starters here for these two squads? Who's going to be starting for us for Brookline here?
Well, for Brookline, Ivan Epworth looks like he is playing up front at the middle position. Matt Rosales on the right side. Luis Suarez at the setter position to start. Henry White at the middle back. Ben Zoe playing left back. And then Will Kiger at outside hitter.
And they're going to sub out Henry White for the libero. Looks like it's Jed O'Donnell Pretty typical thing. They often will have two middle blockers out in the starting lineup, one in the front, one in the back, and then sub out the one in the back for the libero just to get everything in place for the rotations.
Here Luis Suarez to serve to start the game for the Brookline Warriors. Newton North lined up in a line at the back, besides on the left. Suarez hits it on a roll shot, and Kiger tapped it over. Newton North leads 1-0.
Yeah, can't pass it on a serve, so that one's not going to count.
Now number 9 to serve for Newton North, as we do not have roster names. He serves it at the net, and the game is 1-1.
Yeah, this is one of the fundamental things of volleyball. You got to get it consistently. Got to get your serves in.
Well, Jesse, we talked about this so much in the varsity game between Brookline and Natick. Matt Rosales now serving. Hit up by 6 now to 2. 22 over. Rosales gets it up. Suarez now to Kiger. Will Kiger tap back? Number 2 set over to 19. He bumps it over, and Suarez is going to let that fall out of play. Brookline leads 2-1.
Yeah, I give credit to the Newton North defense. I think it was number 6 who dug out that spike from Will Kiger. No small feat, but unfortunately just couldn't get their own sequence together.
Now Matt Rosales serving for the Warriors. Rosales cross-court serve. Tapped up. 22 roll shot. Suarez diving. Epworth now with a bump set to Kiger. Hits it over softly. 2. Over to number 19. He hits it, blocked by Epworth. Rosales able to get to it. Suarez up to Zoe. He hits it over. 2 up, and it's too many touches.
They called the double hit on the setter
tap
there. That's the thing. When you see the official holding up 2 fingers after a whistle, often they'll blow that whistle on a second hit. Newton North, again, containing Brookline's hits pretty well so far. They're just struggling to get their own hitting sequences together.
They've been able to defend against Brookline, just struggling with some of the fundamentals. Hit up by number 9. Number 2 set a little bit too back. Epworth, it gets it up. Suarez now to Kiger. Tapped up by 9, and they call another double tap.
No, they call an underhit this time.
Rather.
Yeah, almost a kill for Will Kiger, and I think we can be generous enough and give that kill to Kiger there as he kind of forced the error on that one. So first kill to him, first assist to Suarez.
Matt Rosales, after 3 straight successful serves, 2 up to number 22. Matt Rosales to Suarez. Luis Suarez cross court to Zoe, and it gets behind the blockers.
Cleanest hit we've seen so far. Brookline's been a little out of sorts as Newton North is bringing not the smoothest of sequences to them. It's kind of thrown them off the rhythm, but that time perfectly in sync.
Matt Rosales, his 5th serve now in a row for Brookline. Rosales cross court. Number 9 gets it up to number 2. Now number 22, weak shot over. Epworth now to Suarez. Kiger, he taps it over cross court. Back into Brookline territory. O'Donnell hits it up. Suarez to Zoe, and he taps it over. Brookline gets the point again.
Ben Zoe with great awareness and judgment on that play. You know, the blockers were in position to stop him there. So what does he do? Goes for a light dump off with a good upward trajectory to get that kill, his 2nd.
Rosales serving. Cross court, number 9 yet again. Now to 2. 22, and it's blocked down by Ivan Epworth. Brookline leads by 6.
Boy, that's got to feel rough for Newton North. You know, you've been struggling to get your sequences together. Finally, you get something where you feel confident to go for the full spike, and Ivan Epworth just rejects it outright.
Rosales serves it again right at number 9. Now to number 2. Number 19, and he serves it out of play, and Brookline in control in the early game.
And it's a shame. So far, we're only really seeing number 22 trying to take any full swings for this Newton North team. 19 just bumping it over, and he's bumping it wide every time.
Rosales, line drive, hit by number 6, and it goes behind him. Brookline leads by 8, and they're just running away with it in the early game now.
Call that the first service ace of the day from Matt Rosales there, and yeah, timeout called by Newton North as, like you said, they're just kind of running away with this one to start, and you can really see, you know, a clear difference just in the way they're stringing their sequences together. Brookline looking so clean. You know, they were a little off their mark at first because sometimes when your opponent isn't bringing the cleanest sequences. It just throws off your own rhythm in this sport because everything flows into everything else. But once Brookline really settled in and started understanding what kind of hits they were going to get from Newton North, they're just humming like a machine right now.
And Jesse, it's also seemed like Brookline, they've really been able to settle in with taking the shot opportunities and kill opportunities that they've been getting. Not going for the hard hit every time, but they've been able to find their places.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen, some good decision making, not just going for that home run spike every single time. Ben Zoe showing some really good control and decision making as he's got 2 kills to lead Brookline right now. 2 kills for him, 1 for Kiger, 3 assists for Luis Suarez, and 1 block for Ivan Epworth.
Now Rosales, now his 9th straight serve. Rosales cross court yet again to number 9. Gets it up to number 2. We've seen this combination of these 3 so many times in this game. Suarez to Zoe, and he hits it over under duress from a hard block sequence from Newton North.
Yeah, Zoe trying to see if he could muscle that one through the blockers and just didn't time it right, sent it too high.
That's the first time we've seen real cohesion from the Tigers. Number 40 serving. Line drive serve off Rosales. Suarez up to Kiger. Hit away by number 9. Brookline leads 10-2.
Yeah, great job by Luis Suarez. The initial hit, not necessarily ideally where he wanted it, but he did a great job not only getting a good pass up, but avoiding touching the net there. Great body control by him, and of course, his connection with Will Kiger is great. 2nd kill for Kiger today.
Now Ivan Epworth serving. Hit up by number 9, number 2 to number 19. Bit of an awkward exchange. Rosales to Suarez. Cross court to Zoe. He gets the kill off of number 9.
Boy, and Zoe, he's been going with some of the light touches early, but there he was able to just wind and fire. 3 kills for him, 5 assists for Suarez. Zoe has already matched his kill total from Tuesday.
Ivan Epworth serving again. Arm side hit. Number 2 gets it up. Number 17 just taps it over. Epworth gets to it. Suarez bit in front to Kiger. Now number 9 gets up to number 2 in a perfect spot for number 17, and he gets the kill.
Yeah, Brookline, is kicking themselves for that. They were just out of rhythm for that entire sequence, had some chance to score and just didn't convert right on any of them.
Number 22 now serving for Newton North. Zoe gets it up. Suarez around to Kiger, and a bit of an awkward set there. Kiger unable to turn around on it.
Yeah, Suarez and Kiger actually seem a little out of rhythm today. We've seen a couple of passes where Kiger not able to go up for the spike like he wants to.
For 22, Matt Rosales up to Suarez and down to Henry White, and it ricochets on the Brookline side but out of play, and it's a Warriors point.
Wow, powerful shot from Henry White and good decision-making by Ben Zoe there as he lets that one go right over his head and out the sideline there to give White his kill.
Now the outside hitter, Kiger, serving. Number 9 gets up to number 2, over to 22. Rosales to Suarez, over to Kiger, and he gets blocked. Or no, it went over
through
to Newton North side. Kiger able to nestle it through, and all smiles from him.
Yeah, that one was a little bit more what he's been looking for. And, yeah, he got the exact downward trajectory he needed for the blockers to send it into the net.
Kiger, number 40, up to number 2. Bump set over to number 9. Barely gets it over. Henry White to Suarez. Cross court in a no man's land, but so able to react. Number 2, quick set to 17. Suarez gets it in. Kiger somehow keeps it alive.
Nope. That's too many hits.
It's too many hits against Brookline, and it's a Tigers point.
Boy, someone needs to check the router because there's a connection problem with these two teams. Both of them just off on their hitting sequences during that rally. That one was just sloppier than where you've come to expect from this Brookline JV1 squad.
And Jesse, you said it, often when another team sequences a bit off, that can disrupt your own sequence. Serve from number 19, White, up to Suarez, over to Zoe. He gets it over number 9, up to number 2. Now back to 9, hits it hard, and gets it past the libero for Brookline to make it a 7-point game.
Yeah, that one was a good sequence. Newton North starting to find their rhythm a bit, still behind significantly against Brookline, but they've now got 2 kills to their name, so it's a start.
19. Rosales up to Suarez. Suarez to Zoe. He's been targeting Zoe more with the connection problems with Kiger, and Zoe hits it out of play.
Some connection problems with Zoe there, too. Suarez, his passes today seem a little bit more forward than his hitters are expecting. He's having an off day to start. He's usually much sharper on his passes than this.
19. Rosales up to Suarez. Short set to White, and it's blocked by 17.
Boy, that one was tough. And that time I think Suarez got a little thrown off by how close that first hit was to the net. But a nice block by 17 regardless.
19 serving. Rosales up to Suarez. Back to Kiger. He gets the kill this time, and no connection problems there, Jesse.
Perfect adjustment by Luis Suarez. Like I said, his passes have been a little bit more forward than his hitters were looking for. Adjusts, sends that one further back, and Kiger gets to fly just like he wants to and collect his 4th kill.
Benzo now serving for the first time for the Warriors. Zoe, cross-court serve, 19 up to 2. Quick set to 17. He's been effective. O'Donnell, the libero, over to Rosales, gets it off of number 17. He gets the kill for Brookline. They lead by 7.
Great job there, Matt Rosales with his first kill, and Jed O'Donnell, as the libero, kind of takes on sometimes a secondary setter role whenever it's Suarez who gets the first hit. He had 3 assists against Needham on Tuesday, has his first here today.
Zoe serving for Brookline. Over to 19, up to 2. Now to 17, Henry White, up to Luis Suarez. Quick set to White, 2, 17. O'Donnell sets it back up. Suarez cross court. Rosales, he gets the kill after getting it to the Tigers' side.
Yeah, another great job with the downward trajectory there, this time by Matt Rosales for his 2nd kill. 9 assists now for Suarez, as despite some of the connection problems they've had early on, he's still producing and helping this offense hum.
So, cross-court serve. 19 gets it up to 2, but a little too short. Miscommunication. 40 hits it deep. Now Jed O'Donnell gets it over, and somehow Rosales keeps the play going. Number 9 up to 2. Cross-court back to 9. 9, O'Donnell. Luis Suarez, now Kiger, and he sails it.
Yeah, tried to go for the roll shot that time at the end of a chaotic rally, trying to get it over the blockers and just didn't have enough top spin on it to get that one to drop down on the back line too far.
And Jesse, after Brookline's 8-1 start, we've really seen this game level out between the two sides. 6 serving for the first time. O'Donnell, Suarez, cross-court Rosales over the blockers. But no.
Are they saying that one was wide?
Tigers' point, it looked like.
Yeah, I thought that one dropped in, but he's saying wide. That was, oh well, it's the officials' call, whatever it is. And Brookline gets another point back off the service error anyway.
Well, Jesse, regardless of the call, Brookline gets the point. Warriors lead by 7 again. Jed O'Donnell serving the libero for the first time for the Warriors. O'Donnell, line drive serve. 2, cross court to 9. Kiger to Suarez. Now playing middle back, Zoe. He gets the kill off of the deflection. And the Warriors looking to retake a big lead here in the first set.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen them go for the charge from the back middle, and Suarez and Zoe connect perfectly on that.
O'Donnell, short serve off the arms of number 19 of Newton North, and he seemed like he was not expecting that trajectory of the ball.
Yeah, O'Donnell went for the line drive his first time. This time went shallow, and, well, that time went shallow and backfired.
Well, the shallow shot does not work out for Jed O'Donnell. Brookline up 19-11 with number 2 serving for Newton North. Number 2, end over end. Zoe up to Suarez, quick pass to Epworth, and Ivan Epworth gets the kill for the Warriors.
Beautiful placement by Ivan Epworth. A lot of times, those quick spikes out of the middle, you just try and send them straight down. Not this time. Epworth beautifully to the back corner there.
Brookline leads by 9 yet again. They've hovered around a lead from about 9-7 throughout this game, ever since taking that 8-1 lead. Luis Suarez, the setter, serving up by the defender and off of Zoe, off the hit. And too hard on the defense.
22 has been taking some big swings, and finally he gets one that works for him for his first kill of the day.
It's been primarily 19 and 22 for Newton North. 9 now serving. Spin serve. Suarez up to Rosales, the captain. Now to the setter. Over to 22. He sails it. It's Brookline's point.
Yeah, very close to a deflection there, but misses the hands of the blockers, and that one just sails out.
Well, sometimes, Jesse, it's lucky when it doesn't hit the blocker's hands. You never know about Rosales serving for Brookline. He's had a lot of service action in this game. Spins it, and it just goes out of play.
Tough miss there. He loves those cross-court serves, as you've been saying throughout this match, Sam, but that one a little too cross of the court as you missed that one wide.
40 serving for Newton North. Luis Suarez up to Zoe. Zoe's been doing well with those short shots. Rosales to Suarez. Suarez, Kiger coming in, and he kills it.
Oh, watch the replay of this decoy play. I love when they go for stuff like this. They have Epworth come up, but then Kiger, hidden in his shadow there, comes up behind and delivers a missile for his 5th kill.
Well, Jesse, Will Kiger, he came out of nowhere on that play. Brookline with so many weapons, even on a JV team. I mean, Coach Justin calls it varsity too, and he is definitely not wrong. 17 hits it Rosales, now to Suarez. Kiger hits it over. 19, now to 2, 22, and over end, Epworth, Suarez. Now Zoe cross court, he hits it and gets the kill for Brookline. They lead by 10.
Great defensive hustle by the Warriors to stay in that point long enough to get the sequence they wanted. Beautiful cross-court spike from Ben Zoe. Read the blockers perfectly and had a great angle there.
Epworth serves it at the net.
So we got 5 kills each from Kiger and Zoe in this first set, as Brookline, despite some early struggles getting in sequence, their offense has been humming.
Ben Zoe, he's gotten his kills more unorthodoxly. Number 22 hits at the net. Brookline with 24 now, 1 more point.
Set point indeed.
To complete the set. And with Will Kiger serving. Kiger, high toss, hits against the top of the gym. 22 set over. Kiger to Suarez, into Henry White. White hit it down with 2 hands. Suarez on top. A whistle blown.
They're going to say that Suarez touched the net there, and yeah, that's tough. Suarez, he's got some hops, but he's on the shorter side, so when he reaches up, he's not able to get a full swing through without touching the net. I think that's what happened there.
19 serving. Rosales came awkwardly off the hands. Zoe hits it. 40 to 2. 2. It's too far, and Brookline wins the first set.
Yeah, they tried to go to the back line. A nice idea, but just couldn't quite execute on it. And when we talk about a difference of execution, that is the reason that Brookline is ahead here, 1-0.
And Jesse, a really cool, calm, collected first set from the Warriors. After going out to a big lead, Newton North, they fought back, but the Warriors were able to maintain a steady lead throughout the set.
Absolutely. During this break between the first and possibly final second set, as if Brookline wins the next set, they will take the match. During this break between sets, we'd like to take a moment for a local charity spotlight. We'd like to tell you about Brookline Cares. Brookline Cares is a volunteer organization run by Brookline High School students, which seeks to raise awareness and funds to help people experiencing homelessness. Brookline Cares works closely with an organization called the Empowerment Plan. The Empowerment Plan hires and trains those experiencing homelessness to manufacture their special type of coat, known as the Empower Coat, which can double as a sleeping bag. The coats help to keep those struggling with homelessness warm during the colder months, while the jobs manufacturing those coats can help break the cycle of homelessness through gainful employment. Brookline Cares purchases and distributes those Empower coats, as well as purchasing and distributing pairs of Bombas socks. They distribute them to local community organizations and emergency departments that care for the homeless, and you can help them bring more warmth to those in need. Down in the description section of this video, you can find a link on the website classy.org where you can donate money to the Brookline Cares team, supporting their efforts to purchase more Empower coats. Or if you're a student interested in joining Brookline Cares, you can find another link in the description section, this time to the organization's own website on wixsite.com, where you can find more information about the group and how you can contact them. Once again, check out those links in the description section down below and help spread the warmth with Brookline Cares. As we get ready for this second set, a quick rundown of the stats for Newton North. 9 and 22 with 1 kill each, 17 with 1 kill and 1 block. Number 2 with all 3 assists for Newton North. For Brookline, Ben Zoe and Will Kiger with 5 kills each. Luis Suarez with 13 assists. Matt Rosales, 2 kills, 1 ace. Ivan Epworth, 1 kill, 1 block. Henry White, 1 kill. Jed O'Donnell, 1 assist and 1 ace.
Well, Brookline looks to start.
New libero this time. A few different faces, and a number we don't have on our roster. Oh no, we don't have number 45.
Number 45 of Brookline.
Yeah, we don't have a number. I'm gonna check. Maybe there's a number 5 on the JV2 roster. Maybe a guy who got recently promoted. Nope, no 45. On JV2, I am not sure. If anyone in the live chat knows who number 45 is.
That is Jacob Rosales.
Oh, that's Jacob Rosales. Ah.
Just had to get a look at the face for a second.
Ah. Classmate of yours?
No, but still know him from the grade.
Ah, there you go. That's how we know he's a freshman. All right, so that's one difference in the lineup, but we got a number of guys lining up different. Looks like we got Max Wong at the setter this time. Merrick Steen's out there. Ryan Cheng will be the libero this time. Jack Castro also out there next to Jacob Rosales.
Newton North to serve first here in the second set after Brookline served first in the first. Looks like Jacob Rosales playing at the back to start for the Warriors. So we're waiting for the start and signal by the referee.
All right, now the server's got the ball, so that signal should be coming soon.
Number 2 serving for Newton North to start the second set. Brookline won the first 25-15. Over Steen. Number 2 gets it up to 14. Steen up in the air. Max Wong now playing at the setter position. Steen sets it over. Number 2, quick one to number 40. Max Wong back to Jacob Rosales. And in his first JV1 playing time, he gets a kill on his first play.
Great job from Rosales there, and I'd also like to give a shout out to Ryan Cheng for a great dig to start that sequence as Rosales gets his first kill, Max Wong his first assist.
Max Wong playing at the setter position in this set. Suarez had the first. Number 22 hits it to number 2. Number 14 over. Ryan Cheng looping to Rosales. Number 22 now 2, and a whistle blown, and it's a Brookline point.
They call the illegal double hit on the setter there. Anytime you hear a whistle blow right after a second hit, you know that double hit call is coming.
Max Wong serving again for the Warriors. Referee blows the whistle. Wong. Line drive. Number 2 gets it up to number 6. Another whistle, and they say that number 6 went over.
Nope, number 2.
Number 2, excuse me.
Yeah, he touched the net is what happened. That first hit was too close, and so he ran too close to it.
Max Wong serving for the 3rd straight time for the Warriors. Wong looping downwards, and he gets the top spin. It's 4-0.
Great serve from Max Wong, his first ace of the day. Only a couple service aces for Brookline so far, but, they're still well in control.
Max Wong is 4th straight serve for Brookline. This one a line drive. Number 22 gets it up to 6. Back to 9, and he hits it too hard. Brookline leads 5-0.
Yeah, when that first hit goes off the mark, it just throws the whole sequence out of whack, and you saw it perfectly on that one.
We've talked about the importance of staying in sequence. Brookline, they've had their struggles, but for the most part, they've been able to have to be a cohesive unit. Hit far over by number 14. Max Wong bump set up to Steen. He hits it down with his left hand, and Brookline leads 6-0.
Great reach and body control from Merrick Steen as he gets his first kill. That pass a little bit off the mark from Wong, but his hitter kind of bails him out there. And also good first hit from Jack Castro on an unexpected hit back.
Max Wong again, number 22 up to 2. Over to 14, hits a roll shot. Castro hit it over. 14 hits it down, and the first point of the set for the Tigers at 6-1 Warriors.
Yeah, not much to say there. Just very well executed by 14. Newton North showing they have the ability to get those sequences together. It's just they're not quite at the level where they're doing it consistently yet.
Awkward hit over. Ryan Chang back to Steen. 14 up to 2. Far set to 9. He hits a hard. Castro up. Now Max Wong back. Ryan Chang. Number 2 over to 9, and he gets blocked by Jacob Rosales. And welcome to JV1. What a first set he is having.
Yeah, that was great coverage by Rosales and Epworth, with Rosales ultimately getting the block. And also, I'd like to give credit to Jack Castro. He's been doing a pretty good job defensively along that back line. He's been chasing down a lot of tough, unexpectedly placed hits to keep Brookline in these points.
Steen serving for Brookline. 22 gets it up to 2. 2. Outside hitter set. And it's Brookline's point.
That was
Another
Rosales
block.
again.
Jacob Rosales coming up huge. He has 1 kill and 2 blocks and only 9 total points played.
Yeah, I think that was a block. I might double check that later, but for now, that's what I'm going to.
So what the replay is for, and Merrick Steen getting an uncontested ace.
Yeah, just confusion on their side for that one, as kind of like when, they both backed off along that back line, thinking the other one was going to take it, and then neither of them took it.
Merrick Steen off the hands of number 22, and Natick just looks discombobulated, Newton North.
Yeah, they look as discombobulated as you figuring out which team we're playing here. I'm kidding.
It's a lot of N teams.
Yes, that is true.
Newton South,
true.
Natick.
Needham, Newton North, all the
It's
all
a
the
lot
ends.
of good teams that start with N, and Merrick Steen hits it at the net.
We're passing on the confusion. It's contagious, as Steen just a little off on his serve there.
Now number 40 serving. He served a couple times in the game for the Tigers of Newton North, not Natick. Number 40 hits it at the net. Tried to angle it to the near side of the screen. Brookline leads 11-2, and Ivan Epworth coming up to serve. Epworth over to the middle back. Hit high in the air by number 9. It goes over. And some confusion now from Brookline's side as the Tigers get their 3rd point of the set.
Yeah, Brookline needed to keep a better eye on that one, as you could kind of tell that one was coming close to going over. Someone needed to be ready for that.
Number 6 serving for the Tigers. He hits at the net this time, and it's almost looking like that Newton North versus Brookline, the varsity game where both sides struggled to get the serves over.
You're thinking of the Natick game we covered last time.
The Natick
You're
game.
getting Natick and Newton North. These ends are killing you, man.
It's Natick. It's Natick, that one, but your Jacob Rosales, his first career high school JV1 serve. Number 14, over-tapped, and an incredible play. A defensive kill from Merrick Steen, a diving stop, and more confusion on Newton North's end.
Yeah, you could see some of the frontliners going up as if they were going to spike that one, but it just kept floating over them.
Rosales hits it too far. It's 13-4.
Now the serve floating, and this time too far.
Just a bit much on it. He tried to angle it and curve it to the left side.
Brookline's still well in control, though, so far in this second set as well.
9 serving for Newton North. Hits it at the net again. And this has been a real problem in the second set for the Tigers, struggling to get it in play.
Yeah, that time he was trying to bring the fastball, go for the high jumping serve, and just didn't work at all.
Castro serving for Brookline. Just won a light serve. 2 up to 14, blocked down by Henry White.
Boy, that one was very close to the sideline. But Henry White with great coverage there. Couldn't tell if Newton North was trying to debate that call, but Henry White just drops it on the sideline with a nice block. Only his first block of the day so far.
Castro serving for Brookline. Number 40, and he struggles to get a good grip on it. It's out of play, and Brookline leads by 12, their biggest lead of the game.
First ace of the day for Jack Castro. He's mostly shined as a defensive player for Brookline today, but his serve spins off the receiver's hands wrong that time, and he gets the ace.
Castro serving again for Brookline. This time it's looping again at number 40. 2, gets it up to 14. Ryan Cheng. Wong. Down to Steen. Now Max Wong after the block, back to Jacob Rosales, and he sails it just a bit too far.
Man, I was getting ready to talk about what a beautiful rainbow roll shot that was by Jacob Rosales, but just a bit too far.
Well, the thing about Rosales is he specializes in that roll shot. Number 22 serving for Newton North, and again, a Newton North player serves it right at the net. And these are just piling up the free points for Brookline.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. You've got to get your serves in. It's the start of the whole thing. It's the start of the fundamentals.
Chang serving for the first time. 2, cross court to 14. He hits it too far. Brookline leads by 13.
Similar fate to what happened with Rosales a couple points ago. Goes for the roll shot, aiming at the back line, but just carries a teensy bit too far.
Chang, knuckle serve. Hit down by Ivan Epworth before any of the Tigers had a chance. Now Brookline keeps extending a new biggest lead now of 14.
Yeah, shallow serve they weren't quite ready for. The receive goes too far, and Epworth takes advantage.
Chang this time goes for a spin serve, a rolling one. Chang gets it back in. Wong up to Steen. 9, 2, cross court, bump set, hit down. And it's Brookline's point, the combination blocking of Ivan Epworth and Max Wong.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that one even got over the net. I'm going to take a look at this one.
Didn't look like it.
Yeah, that one didn't get over at all.
Chang serving again. Hard serve.
Foot fault.
And a foot fault. That's the first foot fault of the game by either team.
Yeah, he's trying to bring those hard, fast serves these past couple ones. The first one worked out. The second one, he was off timing with his footwork there, and his front foot stepped over that line.
Served by number 2, and again, it's at the net.
Man, this is tough. You know, regardless of which team you are, you want to be able to play out the rallies. You don't want all your points being free points. But, my gosh, we're almost done here. Just 4 more points for Brookline, and this one's over.
Max Wong now serving again. The setter, Wong, hard serve, and it went through the hands of number 14. Brookline leads by 16.
Boy, that's one of those where if this was a cartoon, there'd be like a hole through his hands or something like that it went through, as that one just didn't get his hands up fast enough at all. Great serve by Wong, his second ace of the day.
Wong serving again. This time a bit higher and a bit farther, as it's Newton North's point.
Yeah, the hard serve giveth and the hard serve taketh away there, Sam, as got a little overexcited there.
But you got to think, Jesse, if there's a time to try hard serves like this, it's a time like this.
Absolutely.
Wong. Up to Castro. He gets the point after getting it between number 40 and number 6 of Newton North.
That was actually really great timing between Castro and Wong. You can see kind of hitting it as the blockers were coming down. And I believe they did that on purpose, as that's a strategy, to try and make it so the blockers are coming down. They can't get their blocks back right. And it ends up going exactly the way it did there. Off their hands into the net. And Jack Castro gets his first kit. What? Did they overturn that?
They overturned it. It's now 22-8, and it's Newton North's point.
Color me confused.
What do you think, Jesse?
I think it's the official's call, and that's all I'm going to say on that one, because I am thoroughly confused.
14 serving. Castro up to Max Wong. Another beautiful set from Wong to his fellow freshman Rosales. 9-2. Back to 9. Epworth over Rosales. Roll shot again past 14. Number 14 and 2 both going for it. Wong to Epworth. Up in the air, and it's out of play. And this time Brookline gets the point.
Yeah, great relentless attacking from Brookline. Newton North defending well for part of that, but they just could not keep it up as Epworth gets his third kill, and now Wong gets his third assist.
Merrick Steen serving, and he hits it a bit too far. But again, Jesse, if there is a time to try hard serves to refine technique.
Yeah, get the practice in a game you're already blowing out anyhow.
Number 40 serving again for the Tigers of Newton North. Line drive serve. Max Wong over to Jacob Rosales. Hit hard. Number 2 can't get it over, and Brookline gets the point.
That was a powerful shot from Jacob Rosales. I'm excited to see what else this young man will be able to bring in the matches to come, as Brookline now with match point.
Ivan Epworth, hard spinning serve, and it's
just
a bit
long.
too far.
Yep. Again, just practicing those hard serves. They don't need to win every service point now, because Newton North is going to need 14 straight points if they want to come back in this one.
Number 6 serving. He hits it at the net, and Brookline wins it on 2-0.
Yeah, unfortunately kind of a fitting end there, as the service errors were what really plagued Newton North in that second set. Made it even less close than the first set was, really, as if Brookline wasn't, practicing all of their hard serves towards the end, they could have ended that second set a lot sooner than they did. But good execution from Brookline. Newton North has, a lot they can work on in the future for, the future as well. But a nice win for Brookline.
Most definitely, Jesse, a great game from a lot of the different Warriors. Jacob Rosales having a great debut game in the second set, multiple kills and blocks, and really this freshman class, they have a lot to show. And the sophomore class, Ivan Epworth, having a great game, and the future is bright for Brookline.
Absolutely. Final unofficial stats for this one. For Newton North, I had 2 kills from number 9, 1 kill and 1 block from 17, 1 kill each from 14 and 22, and 4 assists for number 2. For Brookline, Will Kiger and Ben Zoe playing in just that first set. They got 5 kills each. Luis Suarez in the first set, 13 assists. Matt Rosales in that first set, 2 kills and 1 ace. Ivan Epworth saw some playing time in both sets, 3 kills and 1 block. Jacob Rosales playing in that second set, 2 kills, 2 blocks. Merrick Steen in that second set, 2 kills, 1 ace. Henry White, I think, saw some playing time in both. He got 1 kill, 1 block. Jed O'Donnell in just the first set, 1 assist and 1 ace. Max Wong in the second set, 4 assists and 2 aces. And Jack Castro in the second set with 1 ace. And that is going to do it for this JV broadcast. Alongside Sam Lowenstein, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Sam, great work on the play-by-play today. The two of us are going to switch roles for the varsity match, which is going to be at a different link, so be sure to hunt down that link if you would like to catch the varsity matchup between the Warriors and Tigers. If anyone remembers what the last time these two varsity teams faced off looked like, then you know that is one you absolutely have to tune in for. But as we wrap this one up, once again, if you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Head down to the description section down below where you can see the links for our local charity spotlight, Brookline Cares, as well as some links related to me that you can also see in the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or if you want to skip past all that, you can email me directly with any questions, requests, or comments you may have. And don't forget to follow me on social media on Instagram and Facebook, where I post highlights from previous live streams. But for this live stream, for the JV match, that's going to do it. Brookline 2, Newton North 0. Set scores 25-15 and 25-10. Alongside Sam Lowenstein, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan here at Tappan Street Gym in Brookline, Massachusetts. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to tune in for the varsity broadcast.